10, I'm going to pick the Joy Toy Shredder, but really the Joy Toy Shredder is encompassing all of the Joy Toy Turtles. I haven't gotten any Joy Toy figures before, but I got to say, these are pretty amazing. The scale is a lot smaller than I'm used to. The capturing of the detail in them is really, really something special. The articulation is awesome. And especially with this Shredder, they made like their own version of Shredder. He's kind of like the game. He's kind of like a Super Shredder. He's kind of like the taken in from the comic books. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of the Joy Toy Turtles. Number 9, I'm going with Vacation Bebop and Rocksteady. How could you not love these figures? This is definitely an upgrade from the original Bebop and Rocksteady that we got. The sculpting on this is just so much fun. They did this thing too where the shirts that they're wearing made their torsos a lot more pliable. So you get a little bit more range out of them, and they're pulled right out of the cartoon, and I absolutely love that. So number 9 is Vacation Bebop and Vacation Rocksteady. Number 8, I'm going with Mafex Captain America. I mean, you guys know what the articulation is like on a Mafex. It's incredible. So this is more of a comic accurate Captain America. I absolutely love it. MatchuToy did an amazing job with this figure. He made an amazing job showing this figure off, and that's what sold me on a lot of it. So if you don't have this Mafex Captain America in your collection and you are more of a comic book style, this is the one you got to get. Number 7. So number 7 for me is going to be Jack Kirby, NECA's Jack Kirby figure. This figure is a little special to me because this is one of those figures you never thought you would get. It is clearly an homage to Jack Kirby, the incredible comic book artist. Not a ton of articulation, but comes with some really cool accessories like a notepad, the pen, pencil, and of course one of the little creatures that he had drawn in the cartoon and comic. So in the Ninja Turtle comic series, he is renting out the basement of April's apartment. And this is just one of those figures that's awesome to have, and I would love more figures that are paying homage or pulling inspiration from the artists. Number 6 on my countdown is, of course, the Marvel Legends Sentinel 2-pack. This thing is just absolutely a ton of fun. This, of course, has a special place in my heart because it is a 2-pack, and it's 2 Sentinels, and, you know, people should be between them hosting a podcast. But anyway, these figures are awesome. They feel like they're pulled right out of the old arcade game. Definitely an army builder. And, you know, just a ton of fun to have. I love the sculpts. I love the colors. The 3D face printing that they did on them is really, really cool. I'm just excited about them. Number 5 for me is Odious. Breaking into the top 5 now. Odious, of course, the living curse brought to us by the one and only Wade, Unparalleled Universe. And this was just so incredible to follow the journey of Wade and the process of making this, having him on the show. You could tell that this figure was made by somebody who enjoys toys, who wanted some really good articulation, who had toy photographers and toy collectors in mind. So that's why this is a number 5 on my list. And number 4 for me is going to be Revoltex Amazing Yamaguchi Arkham Knight Batman. This is just incredible. This is a really awesome figure. It pulls obviously inspiration from the Arkham games, one of my favorite game series. So to have a figure like this that moves the way it does and has an articulated cape is absolutely incredible. I'm so happy with this figure and really, really awesome. And a huge shout out to MatchuToy for picking it up for me. And we are up to number 3. And I know what you're thinking. He's had way too little turtles. Well, don't worry. I got you covered. Because my number 3 pick is... we're going to need some heft to get this bad boy up. This is the Mezco TMNT pack, 4-pack that came out this year. We actually got 2 versions of this year. We got this one, and we got a more cartoon-style one. I love both. This set actually has a really special place in my heart. One of my photographs was featured by Mezco, and then I also had the chance to travel up to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, to get that picture signed at a convention by both Peter Leard and Kevin Eastman. And my daughter was with me, so it was a really cool piece of history, of my history, and something that I got to share with my family. So that is one of the reasons, along with the articulation, the sculpts, and of course, the massive amount of accessories, as to why this is in my top 3. Number 2, of course, is another 4-pack of Ninja Turtles for me. It is going to be this 4-pack of Punk Turtles, as they call them. And again, these are just beautifully sculpted, but one of the main reasons why I picked them is this was a core memory for me in the cartoon show, and I never thought we would see these figures. But then getting to see these figures is in a sneak release in San Diego Comic-Con last year and then getting to hold them in my hands this year feels like a dream come true. And of course, getting to see them with a ton of people like the Migos, like Cheney, like MatchuToy, and just bringing that experience together is one of the reasons why they're in my top 2. So number 1 is going to be my Dick Tracy vs. Flat Top from Mezco Toys. This set just completely blew me away. These scopes are just so much fun. It comes with an incredible amount of accessories, and then there's also the articulation that you come to expect from Mezco. One of the things that was a huge standout for me, though, was the tailoring on the soft goods. That really sold me on it. This figure also has an incredible sentimental piece for me. I got to open up and unbox this figure with my dad on Thanksgiving. He's not a toy guy, so he was really interested in it. He loved seeing this kind of figure from his childhood come to life, and that moment is something that I never expected to have. So that is something really special, and for that reason, along with the many other reasons as to why these figures are incredible, is why I am picking it as my figure of the year and on top of my top 10 list. So thank you guys so much for being with us this year. This year was a ton of fun, and I cannot thank this community enough for having me. And no matter how you celebrate, I hope you guys are surrounded by love and laughter, and you spread a little joy. And Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you in 2025.